Hey, welcome back, guys. We're live. Love that video. Never gets old. I actually got a newer one. That one was from April, but I actually managed to capture some newer footage in June, which I'll probably play at the end of this stream, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of that one. We have it here on our desktop. It's actually, we have Scott Cameron at the Beach 2025. No, we have At the Beach 2025, which was in April. And then we have one that was done May 29th, a newer version. So it's that's why I put it under red for red hot. And as you can see, look at that in manual mode. But I don't do any flips, you know. I'm just I'm not a flipper. But we'll save that one for last. We'll add it to the goodies of collection. Let me just let me see what we have here. Yeah, why not? Let's add it. Add it to the goodies. I'm just gonna Scott Cameron, and then we will, I'm adding it from another screen. Go to, where are we? Add new layer, mobile device here, in case you want to see how it works. See? These are all the different screens that we have available on Manycams. So then what I'll do is click add, and then you know we're not adding a camera, we're adding a, what are we adding? Images and video. See? And then what you do is select it, as long as you select the right name, and then voila. And this is, whoops, we're not going to play that now, but that's what you guys would see. You know, and then I just swap. That's how you swap different screen. You're like a production. You're like camera 1, camera 2. Oh wait, camera 2, and then camera 3, and then camera 4. And that's it. That's how that works. And then what happens is sometimes you're lucky and the stream will continue and your sync offset won't be off. So when I go 5, 2, 1, 5, my lips should match the sound of my voice. And if it doesn't, as long as you stream with the key, quit the app, start again, and you are golden. So in that case, I'm just going to go here. To go to the live 1.5. My lips. Nice. You guys might get an echo, but that's okay. The sync offset is good. Now I'm just gonna bring out the chat. Pop out chat, and of course we've learned that from Brian, who's no longer with us. I'm just gonna go here and bring in our chats. Live chats, and leave that. Make sure the audio is off here, and shrink it, and that's it. We are good to go. Welcome back, Saturday Night Live Q&A. This is where we take your questions live, or we answer your questions that were shot out in the beginning of the week, and we answer them or troubleshoot them in real time. Or sometimes we take those questions and we turn them into new video and add them in so that folks don't have to watch a 2 or 1 hour stream. Knowing that and moving forward without any further ado, let's get started. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm just going to move the chat window over here so I can see it, so we don't lose everyone. And just go to the channel, How to Buy Lip. And here we are. That's our live stream. Video is getting a lot of traction. The Pavo 20 Pro GPS installation got 119 views. Not bad for a 2-hour stream. So there's people that like that, and this is all by request. Thanks to one of our viewers / subscribers who wanted that, and apparently he forwarded it to another group of people that wanted it too. But they have those videos that show you how to do the installation in less than 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but where everything that glitches, we leave everything in for the folks that actually want the step-by-step process. Sometimes I might take a video like that and convert it into a short, but it's not the same. All right, so without any further ado, I'm glad that you guys are happy with that video, and next week we will be installing Buzzer. Buzzer might be another 2-hour video, I'm not sure, maybe an hour and a half minimum. The soldering shouldn't be that long because you get a lot more real estate to play with on the on the flight controller, which is great. The better, the less constraint you are from trying to solder in that tight space, the easier it will be, the faster your soldering will be finito. All right, so let's see what we have here. Thanks, man. This was really helpful. someone commented. Let me see if we can make this bigger. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's over here. We'll bring out the cursor so you guys can follow along on the bouncing ball. I hate when it does that, but that's okay. That's not going to throw the sync offset off. Usually what throws off the audio is plugging things in and plugging things out again. All right, thanks, man. This was referring to the print speed for the Creality Hi. So we would say something like, my pleasure. Whoops, P-L-E-A-S, pleasure. Thanks for sharing that this solution worked well for you. You know, because sometimes not everyone has the same experience. Some people are like, what the fuck? You know, it doesn't work. I tried. And that's when we troubleshoot in real time. And sometimes this video works right now, and 1 year from now, it won't work because of an update. You know, and that's happened a couple of times with this Creality slicer, which has been a nightmare. But thanks to Markabe, who helped us with a couple of techniques and actually showed us how to do the print speed. So special thanks to you, Markabe. Another viral video thanks to you, to your solution. And they're like, it's over there. No, it's over there. Just keep looking. And then they finally gave up. And then I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, that's where it is. And then I saw it just came to me like a silent movie with subtitles. Great tip, thank you. Which one is that one? Oh, the 90-degree file transfer. Oh wow, some people still have the Avada one. Good for you. Put my PLEA pleasure, PLEAS pleasure. It is a nightmare trying to pull video from the Avada. Glad this helped you. With the Avada 2, not so much. It's so much easier. You just plug it right in. But with the Avada 1, it was like, get it in, put it in. Sometimes you forget to close the door and you left it open and shit just went kaboop. But yeah, I wonder what the Avada 1 is going for. Let's check it out. I think if I was gonna buy anything, I'd probably buy it from the Facebook Marketplace. And we'll type in Avada 1. I'll just type in Avada, right? What? No. Avada. Oh, there we go. $400. Still a little pricey. Yeah, the L3 Arena, you know, was good for its time. Don't get me wrong. But still pricey. I think if I was going to buy anything, I'd probably get an Avada 2. Or a Neo. I'm thinking of getting a Neo, even though I sold my Neo. I want to do some more FPV on the channel, and if you want to have a good basher drone, I think the Neo would be the way to go. But you know, we're going to do some more. And I see Ken. Ken doesn't really share his videos, but they're all unlisted. But when he's flying his Neo, he's crashing. He crashed into his car. He tried flying through his windows and everything, and it's pretty resilient. And hopefully, you know, they've managed to make the drone less of a liability so that you can now enjoy the flight without the anxiety of having it fly away. I don't know. We'll see. I've crashed it a couple of times, and it did fly away. And then by default, it would launch at 40 degrees for the camera angle, but instead of 0. And then when you put it at 0 and you reboot, it would still be at 40 degrees. I don't know. DJI wasn't really helpful on that one. Commented, thanks. Really good tutorial. Nice. A little short was successful. YouTube short? Yeah, YouTube shorts are pretty good.
Another way to launch
but I
drones
use
is DJI Avada 2.
Nice. But I use what's the name of the app? Opus Clip to create my shorts, which is great. So it's nice to see that you know, sometimes I'll hold on. Where can I get this drone for free? Thanks. Sometimes I'll take a longer video and one second. and then turn it into a short, right? Instead of going, some people just like shorts. People today have short attention spans. You know, they don't, you know, it's not like it used to be where, you know, during my time, you could sit through an hour of tutorials, right? Forget about it, not anymore. Let's see. Oh, Afix, thanks, man. So some of my videos, a lot of, you know, most of the soldering videos have Easter eggs in them. And these Easter eggs are usually giveaways and prizes. There was an Easter egg in the soldering tutorial video. So if we're doing a video on how to fix your drone, that's not a tutorial. Usually the tutorials will be a video on something like this. It's a $20 part or $10 part you get from Amazon, and you solder it and build it yourself. Those are the tutorials. So, commercial.
Is your pool water safe?
Yeah, I hope
Crystal
so.
Water Monitor simplifies pool.
And then, you know, we'll build something, like a game, right? Or like the Simon Says, this thing right here. Well, Simon Says that we built. See, blue. See? So that's a soldering tutorial. Oh. Oops, wrong. Good poops. So my point is that the soldering tutorials have Easter eggs in them, okay? And Afix won the Easter egg that was inside of that the soldering tutorial for the little meter that we built, which is right here. The digital meter works. I'll show you how it works, and then I'll show you what Afix won. Oh man, hope I didn't. Oh, I thought I left it on. So it's a digital meter. See, watch, 0. And as you go farther away from the distance of something, it will measure, which is really cool. And you can set the threshold, right? It goes further away, further away. It's hard to see because, you know, I'm here. Actually, I could show you. See, watch. Oh, from the ceiling. See? And I have the threshold set for closer. So you can set it for further away. Well, I want the threshold to be for 500 or whatever, you know, so then we go up there. I have mine for right about there, which is kind of cool. Digital measuring tool works really neat. And so point is that you too can be eligible for these prizes if you watch and participate in the soldering tutorials. Knowing that and moving forward, Afix won. One moment, please. And a round of applause goes to. So what happens is we have the tutorial, and inside the tutorial will be like a keyword. The magic word is, and then in some cases there'll be like 4 or 5 magic words, so that, you know, you guys can be eligible. And so Afix figured it out. Apparently he likes watching the soldering tutorials. And the tutorials will just help you level up so that when you go work on your flight controller, you only get one take on your flight controller. And this little thing right here was like $10 on Amazon. So, you know, why not buy something like this, practice on it, build it, and if you mess it up, you can just use your you know, your solder wick pen to fix it, right? I mean, I'll see how much that one cost. Okay, I'll give you the exact price of that. Memory training Simon soldering kit. I think, I forget what it's called. One moment, please. Memory training soldering. I see another one that looks really cool. Oh wow, Interesting. Oh yeah, so the one that I just showed you was $15. But here, anyway, I'll just share with you on the screen, but I couldn't find this one. So you see, look, the one that we just looked at, it was $15. And now compared to a flight controller, your drone, and all that other stuff, you're looking at $100 or more, right? Because if you blow that shit up, your drone's gone. So that's why we do a lot of these soldering tutorials. Oh, there's this one, $18, which was this one here. I don't have batteries for it, but I actually swapped the batteries and put it in the digital measuring tool. And then we're going to be doing a AM FM radio. We did a couple of radios where the parts were not as successful. This one looks pretty cool. The Testudo calculator. I have a calculator. We haven't done that yet. A lot of the soldering videos I like to leave for the fall, only because, you know, it's cold and you're indoors, and, you know, sometimes it's good flying when it's cold though, because you don't have to worry about your 04 air unit overheating. They have a lot of really cool ones. We did the Tesla coil, which is really cool. That one, I believe, had an Easter egg in it, the Tesla coil, but they're done. Like, those videos are, you might like the Tesla. Some of you might like the Tesla coil. Afix has seen it before, but I'm trying to find this one. Maybe memory training. Type in memory training. Soldering kit. It doesn't come up. Oh, there it is. See, it was $15. Can't go wrong there. And it works like the regular Simon. The only thing is that maybe, you know, it's not as, it doesn't look like Simon, right? Like, it just doesn't, it's square instead of round. But that's okay. We are hip to be square. You know, that one. And again, the Tesla coil, which is really cool. Point is that, you know, you guys missed out. And this $50 prize. We take the proceeds from the channel, you know, and give back to you guys, because, you know, the proceeds came thanks to you, thanks to your views, you know, so you watch and I reward back. I give back to the community. Anyway, so that's that. Afix, this, we should be getting this by, I think it said Wednesday. Beautiful soldering iron, in case you go wondering what it looks like inside. Let's have a look and see. And if you're overseas, abroad, meaning overseas, not abroad, meaning like a dude dressed as a girl, abroad. So if you're abroad, meaning in another country, right? We won't ship internationally, but what we'll do is we will send you an Amazon gift card for that amount, okay? And then, you know, then you can buy that, or whatever rocks your boat. But you see, and there it is right there. Congratulations, Afix. You are the winner. Yeah, so because what happened was, I forget what it was. Oh, I shipped one of these things overseas, which was fine. And it was like $25 just to ship this little thing to England. I think it was to Market Bay. I was like, what? So I got to figure out like another, I don't know, maybe find somebody else with a laser engraving machine overseas, and then pay them to engrave it, and then ship it. But it's a little bit of a bummer. So knowing that and moving forward, maybe we like do a print on demand, right? That could work. Oh, I wonder how it'll be if I put myself in there. Maybe I'll do that on the next engraving. So congratulations, Afix. So guys, when soldering tutorials do come out, watch. You know, you could have the chance and opportunity of a lifetime to win. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. I was like, wait, where is everyone? But then I realized that it is early. No, but I also remember I was putzing around with the live stream. Just want to make sure that it's public. Yeah, we're public. I'm going to go to create. Oh, you have to watch out when you... Hold on one second. Go live. You have to watch out when you're live streaming music, even from a commercial. I did that a couple of times, and it gave me a copyright strike because the music from the song that was playing was was for that video. Was belonged to, I think it was Creality or some other folks. All right, so knowing that and moving forward, and now we'll go to the next question. Afix, congratulations. Yes. Congrats. You will have a blast and great memories with this soldering iron. He will. I mean, the soldering iron is just phenomenal. I love it. I mean, I was on the search of the holy grail for soldering irons. I have one over here, but don't use it. If you've been following me, I don't. This portable pencil soldering iron is great, and I found like the right tip for it. Hopefully, I can, you know, might want to stock up on your tips, especially nowadays with the tariffs. Maybe next month I'll buy another tip. But when it works, it just works simply amazing. But just keep your tips where you can find them. I wonder where my other tip is. There's there. Is that it? 1 second. I'll show you the tip. Oh yeah, they're in here. But by default, Afix, if you're watching, it comes with, it doesn't come with the fine point tip. And you probably want the finer point tip when soldering things like your flight controller. See how fine? So you'll see like, wait, that's not the one he showed me. Because by default, it doesn't come with this super pointy tip. And this one is, I'll tell you which one this one is. Should say it on there, right? Oh, it probably did, right? And then now, because it is been used so many times. Let's see. 1 moment, please. The finer point tip is, wow. It says FW15? No, I don't know. A little bit of a bummer. Ah. It is a T. Wow, we're getting lucky. T5. No. FW15 TSILS. I wonder what that will come. It's so hard to see. FW15 pencil tip. They should put it somewhere else. Let's see what we get. Hold on 1 second. Control. Whoops. I hate when that happens when you press Command New instead of getting a new browser. Let's see, FW15. What is it called? Pencil soldering tip. TS100. So you get many different variations of them. Could be a T something though. I'm pretty sure it's a T. TSILS FW15. Forget the space. Oh, interesting. It's not loading. You're killing me. One moment, I'll share with you guys in a second. If I go to my orders and go here. There we go. It's a bummer though that they don't leave it Found it. Sort of. That's definitely not it. No. Hopefully they still oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. Does that look like it? Yeah, that looks like it. So it is, wait for it. Let me see, when was it last? Too bad it doesn't tell you when you last ordered it. But here, it's right here. It's the finer point. It's $15, totally worth it. Because look, here's your, that's weird. Put that there. So there's that one. There's that one. That's the default one. And then there's this one. I don't use that one. There's that one. And then there's that one. And then this one. And then this one. So you see it's this one. So if we put over here, see it's the finer point, which is so cool. And then it's a TS. It's that one. I might get another one for myself because you know, when they're done, they're done. But should last about a year, to be honest with you, or more. Some, you know, depending on how you solder, how you use it. You know, just making sure you have your settings. Aphex is pretty good with directions, so he'll probably put his settings to the way they should be. You know, unlike me, always like glitching out. So yeah, knowing that, good luck with it. Let us know how it goes. I am going to order myself another tip because other than sharing those pointers, I'm going to be using it myself. Just gonna have another look at it. The only thing that disappointed me with this was that when I ordered it, right? It wasn't really the one. It was weird looking. Sometimes that happens. Like it doesn't match the picture, you know. But I will definitely buy one right now at the checkout. With tax, it's $17. I hate that when they get you like that. It's $15.98, and then you go to checkout. Standard Friday, June 27th, free. Thursday, June 10th. Oh wow, so that's a window. Oh wow, so they're giving me a window. Which am I? Oh yeah, I'm in the same account. Fastest. There's no hurry because I have it. That's all right though. I'm just going to press order. And then voila. All right, knowing that and moving forward, again, good luck, Aphex. Let us know how it goes. It's early tonight. Usually we are later on the streams, like the Man Show. Whoops, I pressed Command N. Hate when that happens. We want to press, we did press Command N in Safari, but or Chrome, but Command N sometimes will glitch out. All right, so knowing that and moving forward, be on the lookout for those soldering tutorials. Hi, how can I improve the layers adhesion after pausing? Usually it should pick up where it left off. I mean, where's my pause print? One moment, please. I had it somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Hold on. So this was the pause print that we did in the video, and the lay. I think it might have been ready. No, you can't really tell where it paused. We got some pretty good layer adhesion going on. So if your pause print is not doing what it's supposed to when you press pause, this could be it. Hold on. How many minutes are we into the stream? This is where we answer your question in real time. 32 minutes. Okay, so transition, and then we'll go here. Oh, let's go here, and then copy this. Go back, and then go here. Find his question. or her question. So now if we go, we'll like it, and then usually, whoops, we don't want to do caps lock, make it seem like we're shouting at them. Usually it should have no trouble picking up where you left off. If not, try this in live stream. Stream 30. Probably, what, how many minutes was that? Hold on. 30 minutes. 30 minutes into live stream. And then do that. So it could be this. You shouldn't have any trouble. Make sure your bed is clean. Make sure everything's good to go. But inside of Creality Print, or whichever slicer you're using, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. You don't have to be. Make sure you see how it says here, Creality High 04 nozzle. Make sure your nozzle's correct. Make sure your bed is correct. But also, of all things, make sure when I click here on my filament, see that? Hyper PLA 220, and then you can click on the pencil. You could change all that, right? You can change recommended nozzle temperature, 190 to 240. And then you have your bed temperature, 60, you know, all these are there. But all these are set by default in the Creality slicer. So if your printer is in the Creality slicer, make sure you do that, or find the slicer that has your printer in there, like the Orca slicer that Afix uses, or this one by default will do everything for you, which is did I take it out? I must have taken it out. No, it's probably in the application. So Cura, yeah, it's still there. Oh, it was right in the dock. I just didn't see it. But Cura will do the same thing to you. See how it says, see here, if I'm going to slice this file and it's selected for generic PETG and I don't have PETG in there, this is what will happen. If we go to configure Cura and we go to settings, not settings, materials, and then if you go to PETG, right, and then if we scroll down, print settings, see the default printing temperature for PETG is 215, and then the build plate is 70. But if I click on generic PLA, see it's 200, and then we have 60. So make sure that when you whatever file that you sliced has the correct material selected, right, when you're slicing it. I think it's PETG because we were printing, I don't know, we're always printing something, but I was printing something on the Ender 3 S1 Pro because there's no Creality printer on here. So this is a designated slicer for that printer. Whereas for the Creality High, as you can see, I'm using, let me just quit this, do a force quit, using the Creality Print slicer. So make sure of that, and that's the only thing I can suggest. Or do this. Let's see, where is your question? And you just say improve after pausing. You shouldn't have that issue because I didn't have that problem. Just Google it. Like, and Google will be your best friend. It says ensure the print bed stays heated, which it should. But some slicers won't do it. The Creality Print slicer should. Who's the other fella? There's another fella. He wears like that Buena Vista Social Club type hat, Mr. Render or something like that. Some like the godfather of 3D printing. Too bad you can't type that in and it would show up. YouTube print guy. Not him. Not him. YouTube print tutorials, maybe. To print T. Type in, definitely not me. No, I don't see. Oh wait, maybe this one's. Oh, I think I know which one. How to find him. Let's see. Maybe it's this guy. But I know what to type in now. No, definitely not this one. I think it was CREA Creality Print Ender 3S1 Pro LED. And then there's another fella who has it. No, it'll show up. I'm gonna type in light. There are a couple of folks that have tutorials. Wow, surprise! Oh, there he is. Yeah, he there. He is called. There he is. Cause yeah.
Hello, my
3D rundown. Yeah, him. Ask this guy. I'm pretty sure he would have the answer to that because there could be more of a science to it. But a lot of the newer printers are steering away from the science and making it hands off. So you just press a little button and everything will just do it for you. 3D rundown. Yeah, okay, so or try this guy. Let's see. Or try this fella. That's all I can say. Voila. Or wait for another live stream and Afix will have the answer for that too. One of our viewers / subscribers. He's chimed in a couple of times too. He's like the 3D rundown guy, except he doesn't wear any hats. Next one. Let's see what we have here. Magic. Yeah, it's crazy. I was trying to get a hold of Afix on the last live stream, just so I can email him or send him a text message via Skype. It's been that long since I used Skype, and on the last live stream, when I answered his question, we lost our sync audio because after I installed Teams, Microsoft Teams, things just went defunct. So it was a bummer. So don't install applications on your live stream and try to limit the amount of time you spend plugging things in and out. So let's say, oh, I'm going to plug this in and show you. I'm going to plug that in and show you. Do that a few times, especially with this application, Manycams. Your sync offset will be off, which is a little bit of a bummer. That's why we save the flying videos for last, because the sync offset will be defunct. Knowing that, and moving forward, let's see. Great tutorial. This helps explain so much. Thank you for taking the time to do this. So that was how to put the GPS on the Pavo 20, and that video was by request. 508 Air Photography put in and a lot of you guys put in that request too. Don't get me wrong. I was being inundated with emails too, but 508 Photography was pretty persistent as well. Because the Pavo 20, if you install the GPS on the Pavo 20, it's the same thing on the Pavo 24. It's the same chip, but different body, which is really wild. But, it worked out really well. And so when you guys, some people will complain like the video was too long, but the video, 95% of the videos on this channel are not for you. Meaning like they're all by request. How do I do this? I make a video for it. And then, I just hope that other people will view it too. And they do. And then that's how that video came to be. Basically all of them. I turned every single question asked on the channel, most of the questions, into videos. And that's how, we have a library of over 1,000 videos. We've been asked over 1,000 questions, actually more than 1,000, because when I logged into my Gmail account that gives you the notification, I have over 3,000. So out of the 3,000 questions we've been asked, 1,000 of them were turned into videos. And when I saw that there were 3,000, I was like, wow, I could have made more videos. But I just pick and choose, cherry pick which ones I actually have the time for too. Because don't forget, people send me stuff, and then I have to do like a product promotion, and then they have to, I don't really do, what's it called? I forget. I should know what it's called. It's in my notes. Integration. I usually do dedicated videos instead of integrations. So that's why sometimes it will be a dedicated video instead of an integrated video. Knowing that, moving forward, and may we take our next call, please. So yeah, great. 508 Air, you got your other video coming out next week. I will do the buzzer. Hopefully it's not going to be a buzz kill, but it should be pretty good. And knowing that, moving forward, how to Bailu. Mi no acceptes user 1. Mi aprecia LED lo pue. I don't know. My Spanish is atrocious. Let's translate to English. I don't want user 1 LED low appears. LED low appears, but it doesn't work. And I have the old 20 Pro, and I don't know what I did. Well, we've got you covered. That was 3 days ago. I thought I made a video on that though. And now I have to go back and see, because I have so many videos on that LED. It's ridiculous. How to make it work. Oh well, interesting. GPS rescue Betaflight 4.0. Interesting. Yeah, I could never get that to work. I mean, I know how to configure it, but I don't. My Pablo drone doesn't really do it. It's glitchy, especially on the last GPS video I did. The GPS was working, but then the distance between home was not. And you could easily do it probably on a bigger drone. If I could get it to work, maybe I'll do a video on that, but I don't see it working. And I'm not doing that shit in my neighborhood anyway, because I live it's too residential. Could you imagine doing a GPS rescue? What is it called? A GPS rescue in an area like this, and the shit don't work, and it glitches out, and the drone just goes keeps going and going and going. I mean, maybe next year I could see myself doing a video like that. Next year, I might do the build your own quad with Jersey Droners. That should be kind of interesting. And then have one of the guys set up the GPS rescue. Because I could see how on the bigger drone, it'll just work. And then these little micro drones, I don't know. I just don't see GPS rescue working. I haven't been able to get it to work. But knowing that and moving forward, let's go here. We'll go to your channel. And if we go to user 1 removed, and we close this one, and let's go here, and we'll go here, and then I'll copy the video. Whoops. And then I'll just say try this. Try this. Hope this helps. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't want user 1 appears, but it doesn't work. I have the old. It doesn't matter if you have the old 20 or the new 20. It should still work, because it's on there. Do I have it on the old 20? Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I have it on the old. Except the old 20 has the 04 light in it, which sucks. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I can think of. So I'm not sure what you did. I wonder if my video shows though. Hold on a second. I have to click on the video. I wonder if it shows how I soldered it. Oh, I gotta watch the commercial. Okay.
Hey there, Will. Hey there, Will.
No, it doesn't. But I'm not sure if I did it on a live stream. Can't recall. Hold on. And then we'll send him this video.
The yellow wire is on. Whoops.
Okay. Hopefully. So then we'll reply back again. and tell him, hopefully, which OPEF, hopefully you put the wires in their correct place. Hopefully he did, right? Let's see. Because that could be too, but those are the two solutions that work in real time, and hopefully that'll get you up and won't leave you in the dark. But on mine, I can't. Oh, I think, let me double check. Let's go to Beta FPV. This is the Pavo Pico. We go to drones, Pavo Pico Pro. Huh, interesting. I can't remember if mine came with the light on or not. PNP. And then, Nightfire. Maybe this was it. That might have been it. I find that the newer drones, and I think when I ordered mine, it didn't have the LED on it, you know? And then I think now it's like a standard. They're like, no, don't touch it. We want to keep everyone's with their lights on. And then all you have to do is put the adhesive tape on and plug it in. But it wasn't like that before. Before you had to, you know, that's why I have a video that shows you how to solder it on. But I think now, they're steering away from the soldering experience, and unless, depending on which one you buy, because it's a la carte, you have to pay extra for the LED. But I can't remember if mine came with. I think mine came without because I made a soldering video. But I think the newer drones, like now, everything. Let's see with the Femento. No LED on the Femento, but it has the same chip. And I think I have one somewhere, so I'll probably do a video on how to put the LED on the Femento because I have another kit in the box somewhere. Hopefully it has all the wires though. I think, yeah, it should. I don't know, we'll see. I was just thinking, I was like, I wonder if you could solder it directly, right? If you don't have that switch that's on the component that you plug into your drone. But we'll see how it flies. I'm hoping that it works really well. I wonder if this is designated. Press 04. No, it doesn't say. But which one does it come with? Oh yeah, DJI 04. So it does come with the light, but I did without because I already have. And we used the proceeds from the channel. Thankfully that we made that much. We did pretty good last month, so I was able to get a couple of things. This one should be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. But knowing that and moving forward, hopefully that helps Senior 619. Okay. And then now let's go Market Bay. Hey guys. Hey Market Bay, we missed you. We will be doing a live stream flight at night with the maybe the Avata 2, but definitely one of these drones, the micro, what is it called? The Pavo 20 Pro for sure. But I don't think we can fly tonight. Let's see. TFR. That's why we didn't have Friday night flights. I was going to do it on Friday. But I believe there's a TFR, and that TFR ends at midnight. New Jersey. And where's Newark? Yeah, you see? Yeah, we've got a flight. TFR VIP usually means El Presidente. See, Saturday, June 7th. So we can't. It probably ends at midnight, so we won't be able to do that. But we will. We're going to do one tactical night flight and then another one. And I figured out a way without pre-recording to push the stream from the computer and then have my spotter outside and then see how it goes. For sure, the Avata we can fly further. With the Pavo Pico, I will stay in the yard with that. But we'll see how we'll test out the what do we call it? Compare the differences to the Avata, because I noticed that you get better penetration with this remote. Excuse me. really good penetration with this one. Fly freaking from down here around the neighborhood, literally, and going through concrete cinder block walls. This is sheetrock, but the foundation is cinder block, which is phenomenal. Can you imagine that? I'll show you guys next time. I did have a pre-recorded one, but it was just so crappy. Someone said it's a crappy video, so I deleted it. But I figured out a way to push the stream, so it won't be the same as the Mavic, but you know, maybe when the prices drop and the tariffs, you know, become more realistic and honest with their pricing, and you know, because right now I think folks are actually price gouging too with those newer drones, the Mavic 4. And plus, I'll wait for them to get their kinks out. All right, so that takes care of it. Yeah, so I can't show you tonight, but I'll make sure we get it next time. We'll be live next week. Next week. Great seeing you. And streaming from the Avata 2 is not so great. Apparently the DJI Fly app works great out in the field. Here in your home, DJI Fly app is crappy, but we can push it to the phone and then push the stream to you, and then it'll come out clearer, which will be really cool. And the only downside is that the flights will be crisp, will be digital, but they will be short. So that's why I ordered another battery. So we could probably get a 6 to 7, maybe 10 minutes max on the live stream of on the smaller drone. With the Avata, we're always guaranteed 9 to 10 minutes, or even more, depending on what you do. Except for the Avata, I don't do manual mode in my neighborhood. I only do manual mode on these little guys. Really, you know, less harm. Don't have to worry about it if it accidentally loses signal, whereas the Avata can do some pretty big damage if I'm flying manual mode and that shit goes defunct. Because if you've seen my live streams, I live on the corner. It's a lot of traffic, so not ideal for manual mode here, which will give us great videos. Except maybe at night we can do something at night, but in the field we can live stream, but it's not so great because the DJI, we're still working on it. I just have a support ticket with them. Great tutorial. This helps explain. Oh wow, it's so weird. I thought I replied back to these. Say, my PLEA pleasure. Thanks for not giving up and being persistent with your requests. Because I was like, just look at the Pablo 20, it's the same thing. But you know what? As FPV Unknown would say, give the people what they want. Kind of like that movie, The Storm. I think it was like, give me what I want and I will go. And then he was so excited. It's nice to see people happy too. You know, like, I didn't know that would make them so happy. So the buzzer video will be out next week. Okay. And he knows. I don't have to tell him. I'll just reply back next week with another one. And then some people are like, yo, what the fuck, the video's too long. But it wasn't made for you, is what I tell them. The video was made for that. And then if I'm lucky, 100 people will watch it. If I'm lucky, 50 people will watch it. But I'm not a big fan of those 5-minute, 10-minute videos, because when I tried them, I was like, oh, well, that's so cool. I want to try that. And then you're like, what? 3 hours later, you're still plugging away, because that's how long it really does take. Someone said, thanks. Pissimi73. Interesting. I wonder why the replies don't show here. I think that's it. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks. So now what I have to do is I have to go. Where do I have to go? I have to go into go here. And one moment, please. And to go back to the YouTube, there's another section. Another section. YouTube Studio. Community. So, because sometimes questions will come here into the community. See, it says not responded, but I just did, which is really weird. Sometimes there's just a delay with YouTube and its community. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks. Do you know when I shall? Yeah. Oh, this is really funny. And I think that's where we'll end it. All right. Thanks. Do you know when and how shall we grease the Z gantry rods, right? These are a bit hard to access, and they are because they're like sealed in there, right? And this was the video on how I have to, for printer maintenance, right? It shows you how to grease the X and the Y. Hold on. How to lube the Y axis and the X axis, right? And so basically someone commented on it. And I said, well, let me reach out to Creality, because Creality answers their questions in like a minute, right? And so all he had to do, oh, I think I have to reply to that too. So now I'm going to go into my email and share this ridiculous reply we got from Creality. It's just hilarious. Because I didn't reply back to Creality, but we will reply back to this fella who asked the question. One moment, please. Where is support Creality? Ah, here we go. All right, so I asked them. I was like, "Hey, how do you do that? How do you get the other Z gantry rods, right? Because I only did the X and the Y in my video. And so hold on, let me find more of their stuff. Oh, and it says, thank you for reaching out and sorry for the confusion earlier. That was a typo on our end. We meant to say Creality High Combo, just as you mentioned. As for greasing or lubricating Z gantry rods, while we don't currently have an official video specifically for the high combo, you can refer to this helpful guide which demonstrates a similar process. Now watch what happens when I click the link.
Hey there, welcome back, guys.
They referred to my same video, my video that shows you how to lube the Y and X axis. I'm like, really? Clearly they don't know who they're writing to. And I'm asking about the Z. He'll get a kick out of that. But yeah, sorry, I'm going to copy their reply. Hold on. It's just, it doesn't get any more crazy pants than that. So I'm going to reply back to his question and be like, hi, Creality did get back to us, but not the ANSW answer. ANSW answer. I forgot the N. ANSW answer we were looking for. Maybe the other guy will know, the one that I gave him the link to. Let's see. We'll let you know if anything new comes to light. Here is their reply. You will get a kick out of this. Literally, it's comical, but it's too bad. I wonder if, what was that link thing? Oh yeah, there's the link. All right, so yeah, it's too bad that, you know, they couldn't come up with, they don't even know, being that they're the support. I'm guessing, I don't know, but I referred to them to some sort of lube that has like looks like a syringe. That's the only thing I can think of. But I've seen other videos where they show you how to grease the whatchamacallit, the Z gantry rods, but they are wiping it, and you can't wipe it because you can't get in there. Anyway, knowing that and moving forward, I believe that's it. We'll do one flight in the simulator. Let's see, and call it a night. I'll start this up, especially since we're going to be doing some more FPV stuff, right? And we have to get a battery, like a little USB-C. Hold on. They might have them on Amazon. Oh wow. Oh, we're still live. Okay. USB-C. Travel. Just need it to fit in my pocket. I don't need a big one. I just need a. Oh wow! Look at that. That is pretty cool. I've never seen that before. Look, it plugs into the regular battery. Hold on. That is pretty, and they're rechargeable. Huh? Interesting. Nah, I don't know what the life expectancy on that is. Not $25. I've seen them smaller. I think I have. No, I don't have one. I need it to be sleek. USB-C, maybe not travel. Power bank. Power bank. Oh, there we go. No, I'm not paying $34, not paying 30 cents. It looks something like this, but USB-C. I'll just use what I have. It's fine. Let's type in shopping. 106. Oh, there's something like that. It's like a little power bank for $9. Or I don't need a $39 one. Or a $29 one. That's maybe Amazon might have. Let's see. Let's go to Amazon. And we'll type it in here. See what they. Oh wow, it looks pretty cool. Oh, there we go. No, I'm not paying $23. I just need like a $9. Oh, look, a little credit card one. That looks really small. $17, too expensive, too expensive. I have one like that for my bicycle. I thought I had one like that down here too somewhere. I have two. One on my bike and one for travel. I don't know where it is. It's got to be somewhere. But that's not the one I want. It's a little bit too bulky, but I still have to find the other one. $20. I have something like this, but it won't. I need something like sleek. Oh, there it is, $9. Voila. Power bank. And let's see what ports it has. Alright. It's got USB, so it's sleek. Small. Nice. Alright, we'll see. No, maybe. I think we can go cheaper. Blue, black and white. White. Oh, white's pretty good. Well, white fades away over time though. The green, not bad. Probably black, right? Let's see the ports though. What ports does it have? Oh, there we go. USB-C and then output. I just need one port. I'm sure I could do better. Basically, what happens is when you have an FPV drone like this, like the other one where your GPS is on there, you want to leave it plugged in with power for like a minute or two. 3 minutes should do the trick. And then, or maybe 5 minutes, just let it sit so it can get all your signals. And then if you let it sit long enough, your GPS will pick up and then your distance between home and the drone, so that, you know, if you don't have a buzzer hooked up to it, you can geocache and find your way, go 5 feet away, 4 feet away, etc. And then that will, you know, help you find your drone. But the trick to that is to get satellite uplink. I have this one here. I guess I'll just use this one, but it's so big. I need something sleek and small, and it doesn't have USB-C. It has the old micro USB-C connection. So, and for $9 or even smaller, you probably go to 7-Eleven and get one. I think now, you know, they sell them, and it doesn't have to be fancy for your FPV kit. Just to be small, fit in your bag, and, you know, work its magic. But I have another one somewhere around here, but I have one on my bike and then one upstairs. Anyway, knowing that, moving forward, we'll just use what I have for now, because I just need smaller so that I can just put it in and do what I need. Alright, knowing that, moving forward, we'll do this for later. And now what we're gonna do is, it's on. Do one lap in a simulator and get ready for next week for more of that FPV stuff. But I like the smaller drones. Those bigger quads intimidate me. I'm not crazy about them, because they can, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you can do some serious damage, you know. And I don't live in an area where I can take advantage of the trial and error of something like that. I remember back in the day when I was kiteboarding, people would go to Gilgo Beach in the winter, freezing cold, and kiteboard in the ocean. Put on your like 8mm suit and just do it. Something like that, you know. And I don't have an area where I can practice with the quads, like drive to the farm country so that I can do crash and burn. It's too commercial. That's why I like the smaller ones, and we'll be doing a lot more like the micro drone series and stuff. Knowing that and moving forward, and you can really lose a finger too, if you do it wrong. All right, let's see what we have here. We got a reply. Let's see what the reply says before we go jump into the simulator. Da 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 da. How to by Lou and how to by Lou. Sorry if I was trying to be. I just have a question because I'm a newbie, but you did a great job. No, it's great. Don't feel bad. I feel bad that I didn't fulfill your request. But no, it's great. Great tutorial. No, it's great. What do I say? Oh, yeah. It's great. Oh wait, that's not his reply. Let's see. Oh, here it is, right here. No, this was a great idea. Really love it. Love it. And thanks to you, it got over 100 views. But it's not just the views that got me, but the fact that 100 views, VIE views on a 2-hour video, which is cool, right? Because 100 views on a 2-hour video, so 100 people sat through a 2-hour video, which is so cool, which means that there is a need for that. Like, even though you have those 10-minute videos, those 5-minute videos, some people want the start to finish, which is cool. 100 is not a lot, but the thank yous outweigh the disappointment. So when the thank yous outweigh the disappointment, I pass the negativity. And if someone came back and said something negative, I'd make it better. I'd be like, that's a great idea for a YouTube short. Then I'll take that video and throw it into Opus Clip, which I actually should, and because that will take forever to translate into a YouTube short. So then this is what I would do.
Ready for the right of nine. There are no matchmaking.
Hold on, I gotta wait for the ad.
Join.
Hey there, welcome back, guys.
Share,
Installing the GPS
copy,
on the 20 Pro.
and then I would go here to Opus Clip and turn it into shorts. But that shorts won't, this short won't post until probably fall, because I have so many other shorts I have scheduled to go out. Or sometimes I can bump them and just change the dates, but so these are all the other videos that are converted into shorts. So what I would do is I would go here into my shorts and sort of my shorts thing, and then I like to leave it at gameplay, screen share and split, and then fit. And then what I would do is I would back to build template, because that gives you the divide. Because well, oh well, that's so weird. I didn't. I think I gotta put it here. I'll show you how it comes out. And then go here, get clips. So now it's even shorter. And I could make it even shorter by downloading the video and just making it into 10 minutes, but that's fine. And then it's, what it'll do is it'll convert it like this. And then, manual. It does it for you
Once it's
automatically.
on, as you can,
which is really cool.
we
And
make
that's the
these
game you play.
videos so you don't have to. Right.
Kind of neat, huh? So then that will take forever, which is fine. See, 20 minutes. So let that work its magic there. And then what we will do is we'll go here. So thank you. No, don't feel bad. I feel bad. But look, thanks to you, we got a somewhat viral video. To me, it's viral because knowing that 100 people sat through a 2-hour stream is cool. All right, so here we go. Now we're just gonna hit play, and then we go here, and then we'll just practice. Oh, what's this? Accept modifications. All right, let's see. So now we're just gonna go. I think I'm gonna switch my drone. Go to race. I think you do that in the simulator when you get there, or at least I thought you did. Medium. Oh yeah, right here. So I'm just gonna do the Avata. I'm not sure. I haven't been changing the camera angle pitch when I do one lap, which is kind of cool. They really fixed this in liftoff. It wasn't like that always. Ken should stop by so that we can get you up in the air. You can try the simulator here. And away we go. Thing glitched out for a second on the screen. Go a little bit left. Whoops. Oh, I missed my turn. Reboot. I like to get it on one try. But you want to stay a little closer to the left so that you can do this turn like that and then get in there. Alright, and then this one you get in there, and then you go here and then hold it steady. Oh no, and then do that. Whoops. Oh no, missed it. Drone smoked out. So it smokes out if you go too fast. Now if you do that in manual mode, it'll throw the drone into normal mode or sport mode. So you want to make sure that you don't overkill your throttle and fly. Whoops. Fly gently, sort of. Not doing good tonight. Last week was pretty good though. Last week I was able to do at 30 degrees without a problem. Sometimes you lose your mojo, and when you have a day like that, if you lose your mojo, don't fly. Just pack it up. Call it a day. You know? Because no sense in ruining your drone or creating some sort of liability where you crash into someone or something, you know. Just have fun. I mean, I'm not flying to do flips and tricks. I'm just flying to I like to enjoy the scenery. You know, I'm the pilot that's like, oh wow, that's so cool from up there. Or like, you know, like it looks so amazing being able to be so high and in control. And if I can go through something like this, I'm like, cool, but it's not my goal. My goal is to just be in control. I want to be in control in manual mode. Whoops. And not do shit like that. You know? I want to be in control. And remember, see, I smoked out. If you throttle it too much, it smokes out. But as you can see, I look on the left hand side is M. Now if you throttle too hard on the Avata 2, it will throw the drone into sport mode or manual. No, sport mode, sorry. Or normal mode. But a regular FPV drone will crash and burn. So it does simulate that experience. But if you watch my video on flying the Avata 2 at 60 miles an hour, it doesn't burn out, but you get like a throttle something error, which is great. So the Avata is like pre-programmed to not burn out, but kick you out. You're like, yo, stop it. You know, you need to stop that shit. And then you can no longer fly in manual mode for like the duration of like 20 or 30 minutes. You gotta wait for the drone to like do a hard reset, which is kind of cool, especially for the newbie. So if you find your drone smoking out in the simulator, that will happen to your regular FPV drone, but on the Avata, it's not going to smoke out. It will throw you back into sport or manual mode. So, you know, learn, use the force, learn to manipulate those drumsticks. See? And voila, I think I'm just going to do one and done. See? Yay, 133, and then loop around and down. And this is pretty cool because this is how the Neo was behaving. When you would start up your Neo, the camera angle would be at 30 to 40 degrees, and it's a little bit of a bummer. And this flight simulator behaves exactly like the Neo. Your camera angle, pitch angles, I think it's at 29 or 30. Just don't throttle it too hard. See, I go down and around. And then throttle it, but not too much. Pull back, right? And then let it pick up, but then bring it down. That's why I don't have the music playing, but I have the motors thrusting up and down, because I need that sound, because that's going to help you with your flying skill. When I hear it rev too much, when I hear it, you know, when I go up and down, it's like, oh no, too much throttle, I'm going to burn it out, I'm going to smoke out. So you just do it like that. It's hard to talk and fly at the same time though. Yeah. Big. And then we'll just go around. And go around and down. And then, oops. And then throttle it. Go down. And go down. Whoops. This part's tricky. And if you missed a turn, you can always, once you make it through there, you're golden. Just stay off the wall. And then that turn will get you. And then throttle it down. It's really tricky. The stick adjustment is intimidating and nerve-wracking at the same time. So my heart, like if I had a heart rate monitor on, my heart rate would probably be like super fast. It'd be like I'd be going at full throttle. Probably having a heart attack. Cause it is a little nerve-wracking. I admire the fellas who could like keep their cool and just fly. Cause they got this. They've got like thousands of hours in their flights. Not forget fuck Flight Simulator. They got all those hours in the real world experience. You know? It's really cool. Like, I don't do the simulator. Maybe in the winter, right? And the ones that could just fly, like construction sites. Yay! Let's see if I beat my record. Wow, look, new personal best. 4 minutes and 38 seconds on 4 laps. Lap-de-doos. Kinda neat, huh? I beat my own time. My last best time was 4:39. My new best time was 4:38. And if you've been following me since the beginning, it took me an hour to do my first lap. Now I got it. I got what it takes. It's official. Sort of. I like to do that in the real world. I get more nervous outside. But, what place did I come in? I came in 3rd. Wow. Holy shit. My first time placing in the Flight Sim. I've never done that before. Look. I came in 3rd. Kinda neat, huh? And I wasn't even playing to win. I was just playing to not crash and burn. Not burn out like I was in the first few laps. But that'll happen, your first few laps, even if you're seasoned or not, before you become seasoned. Some people, not everyone, will fly, take a couple laps, 3 or 4 laps. And then after 3 or 4 laps, they're like, I got this. Then you saw me. I was losing my mojo in the beginning, and after 3 or 4 repetitive tries, it just came to me like a silent movie with subtitles. I was like, hey, I'm flying. I'm FPV man now. And, or some of you will just go in there and be like, boom, 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 I got this. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And some of you will have the experience like me. And sometimes that might be the case in the real world too. So you'll be flying in manual mode. It may take 3 batteries before you warm up, right? Before you just get your mojo back. And some people 1 battery, and they'll be like, I don't know what he's talking about. So just do you, and don't worry about it. But just know that you might have to do that. When you do it with one of those smaller drones, not the bigger ones, until you get there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. Or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. That's it. Finito.
Fly. know we'll understand. I'm so tired of playing games. You don't have to be so hard.